when rapping online gets you life in prison. Let go.
There's a thin line between rap and the streets. A lot of rappers are simply performers, singing about things they never experienced for the sake of appealing to a popular culture. However, a lot of them live what they sing, and sometimes they reveal a little too much in their music. In 2014, a Brooklyn rapper threw his hat in the air during a music video shoot. The hat disappeared mid-flight, became a viral meme, and helped launch him to stardom. 9 days after performing his hit song on national television, police arrested him using his own lyrics as evidence. He, Bobby Shmurda, was just one case of many of rappers catching life cases over the goofiest shit. This is what happens when a rapper self-snitches and faces the consequences. On October 26, 2018, around 3:20 a.m., Florida rapper Jamel Demons was riding in a Jeep Compass driven by his friend Cortland Henry. In the backseat were two of Demons' closest friends and fellow YNW crew members, Anthony Williams, known as YNW Sack Chaser, and Christopher Thomas Jr., known as YNW Juvie. They were leaving a recording session in Fort Lauderdale. Prosecutors say that's when Demons, sitting in the back seat, shot both men in the head multiple times. At 4:35 a.m., Henry drove the blood-soaked Jeep to Memorial Hospital Miramar. Williams and Thomas were already dead when they arrived. Henry told police it had been a drive-by shooting, but detectives shut down an entire mile-long stretch of Miramar Parkway and searched for over an hour. They found no shell casings, no evidence of any drive-by. Forensic analysis showed the bullet trajectories came from inside the vehicle, not outside. Blood spatter patterns confirmed the victims were shot while sitting in the back seat. The next day, Demons posted on Instagram with a photo of himself with Williams and Thomas. "They took my brothers from me over jealousy," he wrote with broken heart emojis. He portrayed himself as a grieving friend, but someone sent Demons a DM asking about the deaths. According to prosecutors, Demons responded, "Shh, I did that." Investigators also uncovered a video Demons had made where he allegedly confessed on camera. "There's no regret for the shit that I did for that N-word to die," he said while holding a pen to his head like a gun, mimicking pulling the trigger, then throwing up a Bloods gang sign. On February 13th, 2019, Demons, who performs as YNW Melly, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Before turning himself in, he posted on Instagram claiming innocence. "I want you guys to know I love you and appreciate every single one of y'all. A couple months ago, I lost my 2 brothers by violence, and now the system want to find justice," he wrote. Henry was also arrested and charged as an accomplice. Demons went to trial in June 2023. His hit song "Murder on My Mind" hung over the proceedings. Prosecutors presented the Instagram DM confession, the video confession, forensic evidence, and phone data. On July 22, 2023, after 3 days of deliberation, the jury deadlocked 9-3 in favor of conviction on lesser manslaughter charges. Judge John Murphy declared a mistrial. Demons faces a retrial currently scheduled for January 2027. He faces either life in prison without parole or the death penalty if convicted. As of March 2026, he's been in custody for over 7 years without a conviction. In March 2014, a group of Brooklyn teenagers shot a homemade music video on the streets of East Flatbush for $300. 20-year-old Bobby Shmurda threw his New York Knicks fitted cap high into the air during the shoot, and when the director reviewed the footage, he noticed something weird. The hat had completely disappeared mid-flight, like it vanished into thin air. He almost cut it out, but decided to keep the glitch. The video for Hot N-Word went viral. The disappearing hat became a meme. Beyonce did the shmoney dance. Drake brought Bobby on stage at his concert. Within months, Epic Records signed him to a deal worth $2 million. But while millions of fans...
Yeah, Bobby's blow up from when he tossed the hat in the air was insane, bro. Like, you had to be there to see that shit happen. It was a little dirty Brooklyn nigga, man. Sweats on, just on the block. And... about to go... now we can know. Like, yo, just the feeling, that shit was crazy. I gotta give it to him, and it was just so quick from him getting arrested, though. It just took it all away, because he was supposed to be traveling, all, you know what I mean, going all around the country, going all around, you know what I'm saying, still popping off with that features and everything, but it was over for Bobby. 7 years, 6-7 years after that, like, damn, it was straight over, man.
For doing the shmoney dance, the NYPD was building a case using Bobby's own lyrics against him. In the song, Bobby rapped about selling crack since 5th grade and his crew's past and future murders. Detective James Essig, head of the NYPD gang unit, later told reporters that Bobby's songs and videos were, quote, almost like a real-life document of what they were doing on the street. The police had been investigating Bobby and his crew, GS9, for over a year. They'd been watching them deal crack along Kings Highway and East Flatbush, watching the disputes with rival gangs. On December 17, 2014, just 9 days after Bobby performed Hot N-Word on Jimmy Kimmel Live, NYPD officers raided Quad Studios in Manhattan around 4 a.m. They arrested Bobby and 14 other GS9 members in a coordinated sweep. Police found 21 guns and crack cocaine. Bobby was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, reckless endangerment, and gun possession. His bail was set at $2 million, the same amount as his record contract. The charges against the others included murder, attempted murder, assault, and drug dealing. Bobby pleaded guilty in 2016 and was sentenced to 7 years. His lyrics had helped document the very crimes he was charged with. In Las Vegas on September 18, 2021, someone shot 32-year-old Randall Wallace in the head in an apartment complex near Lake Mead Boulevard. When police arrived around 6:30 p.m., Wallace was pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses saw a black man fleeing in a white vehicle, but said Wallace wasn't even the intended target. For nearly 2 years, the case went nowhere. The police identified 25-year-old Kenwan McDaniel, who went by the Biggest Fin 48K, as a person of interest because of his connection to a white vehicle matching the description, but they didn't have enough to charge him. Then on July 17, 2023, nearly 2 years after the murder, a detective found a music video McDaniel had posted on YouTube called Fadi Free. The lyrics contained specific details about Wallace's death that had never been released to the public. McDaniel rapped, "I be the reason why he's dead. We still taunt him when he die, not the reason he's dead, so celebrate the reason why his mama cry." But the lyrics that really caught investigators' attention were, "Park the car, double back on feet, the smartest way to slide, drove in, double lock ya man, make sure you get ya bod." Police had never released these details. The line about the victim's body twitching matched police reports and video evidence. McDaniel even used Wallace's nickname Midget in the song. In the video, he physically reenacted elements of the murder. Police connected McDaniel to a white 2013 Chevrolet Malibu through his girlfriend. On August 29, 2023, they arrested McDaniel at his home. His bail was set at $1 million. 16-year-old Tamor McIntyre was on house arrest in March 2017, facing murder charges for a botched home invasion. Two girls had planned to rob 17-year-old Zachary Bell 08. They let Tamor and other armed friends into the house. When things went wrong, someone shot Bell 08's friend, 21-year-old Ethan Walker, a father of one. Walker's girlfriend testified he was shot while his hands were raised in surrender. Walker didn't have any drugs or money. On March 27, 2017, just days before his court hearing, Tamor cut off his GPS ankle monitor and posted on Twitter, "Fucked his house arrest
And did the race.
shit. Fuck 12, they gonna have to catch me." Over the next 3 months, he went on a crime spree. On April 23rd, while on the run, he allegedly shot 23-year-old Mark Anthony Saldivar, a photographer, dead in a Chick-fil-A parking lot in San Antonio. On May 25th, he allegedly beat and robbed 65-year-old Skip Pepe at gunpoint. While running from police for multiple murders, Tamor recorded a song. On June 30th, 2017, he released the music video for The Race. He posed directly in front of his own wanted poster while rapping. The video went viral. Celebrities shared it. The song hit number 44 on the Billboard Hot 100. Fans wore free Tay-K t-shirts. The same day the video dropped, U.S. Marshals arrested him in New Jersey. Prosecutors played The Race during his trial as evidence. In July 2019, he was sentenced to 55 years for Walker's murder. In April 2025, a second jury added another 80 years for Saldivar's murder. Walker's father told the court, "Every lyric to The Race is stained with my son's blood." In Brooklyn's Gowanus houses, Ronald Herron ran a drug operation for over a decade. He went by Raw Diggs and led a faction of the Bloods called the Murderous Mad Dogs. Between 2001 and 2009, he solidified control through violence. In 2001, he was charged with murdering Frederick Brooks, but beat the case when witnesses refused to testify. He returned to the streets and killed 2 more, Richard Russo in 2008 and Victor Zapata in 2009. After prison in 2007, Herron started pursuing rap. He collaborated with Uncle Murda and Waka Flocka Flame and created a YouTube channel. In his videos, he didn't hide what he'd done. On October 5th, 2010, police arrested him outside a nightclub with a loaded gun and body armor. Federal prosecutors indicted him on 21 counts, including 3 murders and RICO violations. At trial, they played his music videos, arguing his lyrics were literal recountings of his crimes. On June 26, 2014, the jury convicted him on all counts. Judge Nicholas Garaufis sentenced him to 12 life terms plus 105 years. He's currently at ADX Florence Supermax prison, and his appeal arguing First Amendment violations was rejected. An entire life wasted because he openly put his crimes on a public platform for internet clout. If you watch to the end, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and of course,
So there you have it, man. Salute to Crimeology, the study of crime, man. Out here dropping some, you know what I'm saying, real heat, man. Real shit. So, you see what I'm saying? Rappers coming on the goddamn internet, rapping and getting wrapped up all in one, bro. That's crazy. Whoever would have thought that the police don't got to do full investigations no more? All they got to do is go sit on the internet, chill, eat some goddamn donuts, drink some coffee, and just press a button and sit back. And y'all going to show what type of cars y'all drive, what type of traps y'all come and record in front of, music videos tagging other people that's in the gang. Y'all going to tell them exactly who y'all don't like. Y'all going to tell them what type of shootings happened the other day. They going to be able to connect what shooting happened over in another neighborhood. And y'all giving it all up yourself, bro. That shit is crazy. Whoever would have thought that the police just got to go onto a goddamn social media platform and all the rookie goons is giving up all the information, convicting themselves and shit. Just unbelievable, bro. The gangsters of the past would not believe this shit. Real talk. The mobsters and all them that ain't even here no more, things like that, they wouldn't believe this. They would like, be Paulie, can you believe this? You can sit down. You're going to have to sit down for this one. Oh, whoa, unbelievable. Guess what? The little fuckers out here today, they're recording their crimes and they're putting it on the goddamn internet. Can you believe it? They'll be like, yeah, there's still bodies we got hidden over under the projects over there, and them goddamn that they never knew about. Can you believe it, Polly? They're getting on the internet telling about the crimes that they're doing, the robberies. Unfucking believable, bro. The mob and gangsters and all them, they wouldn't believe this shit. They would not believe it.